guys, I am Kenya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Do that. So I want to talk about, this whole, rise of people being free thinkers. I myself feel like I'm also a free thinker. And everybody wants to jump on this bandwagon as, I'm a free thinker, but being a free thinker, it just comes with consequences, and if you're not ready for the consequences, you cannot really call yourself a free thinker. Now, when I say consequences, when you're a free thinker, you're going to say things that are unpopular, you're not going to go with the flow, you're not going to, you're not easily influenced, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people want to be free thinkers, but they can't because of society standards, because of peer pressure. Imagine a kid, you're going to school and you have your own mind, you think what you want to think, but your friends are doing something else and you're not, so it's like you're weird all of a sudden because you're not doing what they're doing. So it sort of forces that kid to do what the other kids are doing. And I've worked in a school district for like years, and I've seen this. I will see kids that are free thinkers, but they go along with what everybody else is doing. They're peer pressured because they don't want to be ostracized for being different. They want to be down, put it like that. They want to be down. So being a free thinker, it just comes with consequences. Like I said, I myself have always been a free thinker, and I'm someone who has been considered weird, unique, eccentric, or any other adjectives that match that word different. I've been called that. And growing up, I've always asked questions, and I really bumped heads with my father. And I remember him telling me, not once, but on a few occasions, I would just be talking to my father as a kid, just sharing my thoughts, and he would look at me and say stuff like, shut up, straight up just tell me, shut up. I hate talking to you because you sound stupid. Like, he would just tell me that, and I would just be sitting there as a kid, and it forced me to just sort of not be as, open and speaking up for things that I thought about, because every time I said something, it's like, oh, you're stupid, that's stupid. And if that is not stupid, you're just not open-minded, and you're just not taking the time to really listen and hear me out and understand where I'm coming from and what my thought processes are. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like that was a part, just him being closed-minded, narrow-minded, small-minded, and just me being just someone who thinks a lot, asks a lot of questions, and I'm just a very curious person, if you guys don't know by now. So I was laying on my bed, and then my son was laying on, he was sitting on a chair at one of my desks in my room, and he was like, Mom, he was like, when people die, do they get hungry? So I laughed, and I was like, what do you mean? Instead of me saying, now my dad would have straight up just said, that's stupid, shut up, and just shut me down. And if you're a parent, I suggest you don't do that to your children. Let them think freely on their own. They're asking questions, if they're curious, just let them be curious. Let them, And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, they're dead. How are they going to be hungry? But in his brain, he's thinking you basically have eternal life. This is your physical body, but when you die, this is dead. But your spiritual body, does that get hungry? Do all of your pains and all those things turn off in your spiritual body? That's what he was trying to get at. So me being a person I am, instead of dismissing him, I was just like, wait, what do you mean? I asked, further expand on what you're trying to get at, so I can understand why you're asking this question. And so I was like, you know what, I don't know, that's something to think about or whatever. So like I said, I'm just always been very free with my thoughts. I've always been the type of person that thought on my own. When I was in high school, I would have friends, I would be doing some straight up BS, and I'd be like, you know what, I ain't about to do that. And I would just take myself, I didn't care about being ostracized or criticized for being different or anything. I just did what I knew would be right. When they would do things that they weren't supposed to be doing, and stuff hit the fan and it was a fail, I swear they would be like, Kenya, you knew that was going to happen, didn't you? I'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, why you ain't say nothing? Because if I tell y'all not to do it because it's dumb, y'all gonna say, oh, you're goody two shoes, you think you're this, that, and a third. No, because I know that what y'all about to do is ridiculous. I could just see it, I could feel it. My vibes is telling me it's dumb. Like, so I've always been like a very intuitive person. I think that also very intuitive, very clairvoyant, like and I think that ties into why I'm such a free thinker, because I feel things and I just know when things are gonna happen. I basically have like a lot of prophetic dreams. I even wrote the New America Project 6 Hour. If you go and download it on Amazon, I wrote it late 2013, published it 2014, and I swear everything that I wrote came to fruition. Recently, they had the Mexicans were being separated at the border, children and parents were being separated, and I literally just was going through my manuscript, because I'm including that part 1 to my part 2 of the book I'm going to publish, and I wrote that there was kids in cages, Latinos. Like, I wrote this in 2013. So yeah, I'm all over the place in this video. I always have lots of things on my mind. Yeah, so yeah, just know if you're going to be a free thinker, if you're going to be someone who thinks for yourself, who thinks on your own, that doesn't follow, you know, what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is talking about, someone who likes to dive deep and, you know, get a deeper understanding of things, whether it be religion, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, you know, spirituality, whatever it is. Dive deep into life and to try to understand things, try to understand people. When people are coming to you saying things that might be a little off, like, just listen, because it might not be that much off, you know. And I can remember explaining to someone, this was like a couple of years ago, I was explaining to this guy that an ex-boyfriend, that my grandmother is a Gullah Geechee from the South, and I was saying that when I went there when I was like 14, 15, I couldn't understand what people were saying, and I was like, from what I was told, like, it's like a Caribbean accent, and then they are, it's mixed with like some West African languages, and that's how they speak. And instead of listening to me, he goes, yeah, right, I don't believe that, that shit is stupid. He straight tells me this. It's hot. So it's like, just because you've never heard of something that someone is saying doesn't mean that it's dumb, they made it up or whatnot. I'm not saying go out here and believe everything people say. I'm gonna say, listen, and when you get alone, get your cell phone and do your Googles and find out for yourself. Don't just listen to everything people say. Listen, but also do your own research. And homeboy just wrote me off like I was stupid, and I'm the type of person where I'm not gonna go back and forth with people to make them believe what I'm saying is right. I'm at the point in my life where sometimes I don't even have time to explain to people like what I'm trying to say, what I'm getting at, why I said a certain thing. I just don't have time. So sometimes I just let it go. If I'm saying something or I don't agree with somebody and they're saying you're dumb, this, that, and that's the first thing people say. They want to tell you how stupid you are. You don't know what you're talking about. I just say okay, and I keep it pushing. That's exactly what I do. I'm not here to convince nobody of why I feel the way I feel, why I think the way I think, why I move the way I move. You know what? It's cool. Go on. And it's crazy because I'm pretty much a quiet person. I'm an introvert. I don't like to talk a lot about certain things with people for that reason. Because I just don't have time to argue with somebody about why I'm saying what I'm saying. And I noticed, like, I made a video about like why you don't fit in. Like, my father's family was like a part of my family that I never really fit in. Like, I was basically an outsider. Always been like an outsider, always wanted to fit in, and then I came to a point where it's just like, you know what, I'm pretty much different from these people. You know, I think differently. Like, I'm totally different. When I come around these people, they have surface level conversations. They're talking about other people, what people can afford, what somebody wearing, just stuff that I don't really care about. But I know if I speak about the stuff that I care about, it's gonna go over people's heads. They're gonna look at me sideways, and I just ain't got time for it. So if you're gonna be a free thinker, be prepared to be alone. Be prepared to just not even explain yourself to people. just be prepared for just strange looks. Be prepared to be, you know, just different. And that's one great thing I love about the internet, especially YouTube, because on YouTube I found so many people like myself, some people with the same thought process, so some people that I just click on their videos and I'm like, yes, I get you, or you would get me if we were homegirls or homeboys. So that's all I wanted to say. So if you made it to the end of this video, if you're still here with me, you're still listening to me, thank you for coming to kick it with me today, and I'm going to see you guys on the next YouTube video. Toodles!